Hey guys, Merrick here with Made Strength and Conditioning. We get a lot of athletes coming in right now, especially with the all-season workouts going on for football. And one of the big things that everyone is doing is some sort of Olympic lift, right? Mainly hang cleans. We have a lot of these high school kids that come in, hang cleans. Listen, we're not, against those things, but we like to teach them properly through progressions and regressions. But one of the biggest things we see is that these kids don't have the wrist mobility to do these type of lifts. So then we're asking them to do it for, max effort or even failed reps. Some coaches and trainers are having these kids do, which I'll never understand. But, one of the things we do to check that wrist mobility to see if they're even able to do this is, we'll take the hand here, grab the thumb, and just kind of bring it down a little bit to see. Ideally, we want to get this thumb to the forearm here without forcing it, right? We don't want to force it. You're going to check both hands, okay? Obviously, I don't really have that wrist mobility, from years of doing bar work, benching, different things like that. We kind of get this rolled wrist. So, it's kind of tough to get there. The other test we like to do after we do the thumb is the ring finger. We like to see how far we can get this finger up, okay? Ideally, you want this finger at about 90 degrees. Again, without forcing it. Don't pull it back till you break it, but we want to pull it back to about 90 degrees. This will give you a good idea of your wrist mobility, okay? Now, I'm not saying if you don't have that wrist mobility that you can't hang clean or power clean or whatever they're doing in the weight room. I'm going to show you some ways to kind of help that. You can do it before you hang clean. You can do it in between your sets. It's going to help achieve a lot of that mobility. So on the catch, right? Because that's when most people get hurt is the catch, right? And the catch, it teaches you how to absorb force, but, the translation over the field as far as the power is concerned isn't really there. But the absorption of the force, so if we want to produce force, we have to absorb force. So you need to catch. All I'm saying is that if you don't have that wrist mobility, you're not going to catch. You're going to catch here. We've seen kids already hurt their wrists. They come in, wrists are banged up, weight falls on them. So I'm going to show you some ways to kind of achieve this, wrist mobility. All right? So you can get under the bar and, you can show the coaches what you can do. So the basic thing that we like to do first is just take a lacrosse ball and we're going to roll our forearm out, right? So we have all these tendons in our forearm that make our fingers go, right? And if everything's tight here, it's gonna, again, kind of give you this rolled wrist. You're not gonna have that mobility. So real quick, I'm just gonna show you where my range of motion is here, and here, and then we're gonna recheck it when I go through these. So first thing we're gonna do is we're just gonna take this lacrosse ball and we're just gonna roll it all around, right? You see my fingers kind of moving a little bit as I roll over these tendons. I'm just gonna mash them around here, okay? Get up by the thumb. Okay, so we're gonna, spend about 30 seconds to a minute just kind of rolling all around. You can put it on a table as well, or the floor or bench, and just kind of mash this all on there. Kind of feels good, kind of hurts in the same thing, all right? So get yourself a lacrosse ball, you throw it in your gym bag. Do it real quick before you guys hang clean. All right, I'm gonna show you a couple other ones that we do on the floor here. It's gonna help achieve some of that mobility. All right, guys, some of the other ones that we like to do from the floor here, really all we're gonna do is we're gonna work these fingers, right? So we call it playing. So all you're gonna do is kind of roll these fingers around, kind of mash them, right? All I'm trying to do, again, is loosen everything up. Don't hurt yourself doing this. Just be gentle, right? I'm just kind of rolling side to side here, up and down, right? We can turn it back here. Showed a video before how we do this. Again, it's gonna help stretch this forearm. Just kind of pushing down on these fingers, okay? All right, just moving it all around. Again, you're just gonna spend a little time. We like to do this before we do it, and also we may superset it with our sets. As you do a set, as you're resting, just kind of work your fingers on the ground. You can do it on a rack, you can do it on the wall, however, just kind of put pressure down, all that stuff, all right? So they're the two things that we really like to do, And what we'll do now is we'll check my range of motion now, see if it's gotten a little better. And you'll see now, we're at about 90 degrees now, where we want to be for this ring finger and then my wrist, okay? It's definitely better, okay? So now I have a little more ability to catch that bar. I'm not gonna catch it here, kind of roll down, okay? So again, try these. I know everybody wants to hang clean, everybody wants to power clean in the weight room because, Olympic lifts are said to get you more powerful and get you stronger, and they do, but you gotta do them right and your body has to be ready for it. So, before you just go in the weight room and hop in and, do these crazy things, make sure your joints are ready, make sure your body's ready, all right? Give it a try, all right? This is Made Strength. Have a good one.